What? Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, AJ. Hey, check it out. I'm DLAKE for PREZ, reporting for themediaspeaks.com. We have a special Go Live Out of the Middle of Nowhere presentation with DLAKE for PREZ, David Lake of themediaspeaks.com, and I'm joined tonight by AJ Illuminati, Spoken Dogood, Outlaw to Gravity, Twinem, Twin Am. Baby, how's it going, AJ?
Shit! It's just another day, dude.
Yeah.
It's just another day, dude. Living the dream, man. I wouldn't say that it's out of nowhere.
Dream?
Do what? Just another day looking good. You already know. I wouldn't say that it's a broadcast out of nowhere. Okay. This is a very prudent issue. Like this whole IRS scandal bullshit, and this dude trying to play all bureaucratic and shit, and then make his underlings his little fucking scapegoats. Like, fuck this dude. I'm pissed.
You're feeling pretty pissed off tonight, AJ? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm feeling pretty driven. Like, yeah, I guess pissed off would be a word for it.
All right, everybody. Earlier tonight, I sent AJ a link. And it was kind of like we were communicating through, I don't know, Facebook and the internet and social media. We were being social. And now we're being even more social because we decided to turn it into a video. I said, AJ, check this shit out. I'm watching the IRS Koskinen testifying live right now. The link was IRS obstruction. Lois Lerner's missing emails. I was like, I've been covering that on themediaspeaks.com and reporting about it. I did hear earlier that it was going to be sort of a prime time special. Congress grilling Koskinen, commissioner of the IRS, on Lois Lerner's missing emails. When he knew about it. When did he hear about it? When did you report it to us? How did the White House know? And all the ways and means and the House Oversight Committee. All those people were chiming in, lawmakers in our Congress. And AJ, thanks for joining me on today's special show. How did you feel about tonight's special broadcast brought to you, I guess, by the Congress?
Dude, I really appreciate it, actually. What I did, see, I'm working on this video where I'm remixing the last, congressional hearing or whatever, the investigative hearing on the commissioner, and it seems like it's like almost
tonight they were talking about when he appeared on Friday when he was saying and I didn't see Paul Ryan tonight, but last Friday he was like, I don't believe you.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't believe you. Like, I'm taking that whole hearing and making something freaking awesome out of it. And I mean, if I could, I guess I could show my YouTube video. But I'm remaking that. That YouTube video was just made last night in the span of like 4 hours.
Is that right? Well,
yeah. So
in addition to our amazing thread, because we were both watching the same committee hearing tonight together, basically, like I sent you the link and I was watching it live. You were watching it live. We were talking about it on my Facebook, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to go live tonight. But why don't I just play a little bit of AJ's I Don't Believe You by Spoken Dogood remix. Everybody,
hell yeah.
Why don't we go to DLAKE's screen? I'm going to go to screen share and we're going to check it out. Oh, yeah.
By the way, I love this fucking song.
Alright, everybody subscribe to Spoken Dogood on YouTube.
At this time, it is too early to know if any emails have been lost on any of those hard drives. We are committed to continuing to working cooperatively and transparently with you, this committee, and we will continue to provide you with updates.
This is unbelievable. That's your
This
problem.
is unbelievable.
I don't believe you.
And
You told us on May you were going to give us all of Lois Lerner's emails, and you learned in February that this crap. I don't believe
Yeah.
you.
Good remix skills, AJ.
That's your
Oh, the new one's even better.
This is unbelievable. I'm not asking you a question.
Wait, I gotta get to the part.
You can reach in their lives hardworking taxpayers. And with a phone call, an email, or a letter, you can turn their lives upside down. You ask taxpayers to hand us 7 years of their personal tax information in case they're ever audited, and you can't keep 6 months worth of employee emails? This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Wait, AJ, what are you using to remix this? Does the IRS have the budget to does the IRS have the same software as this YouTube video mixing program?
Dude, I swear to
God. Wait. Before you tell me, just everyone watch this part again. This is tight.
In case they're ever audited, and you can't keep 6 months worth of employee emails? This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I don't.
What are you using? This is unbelievable. What's going on there?
It's Power Director 9, and my new one, I swear to God, my new one is so much better. Like, when I come into it and he talks about losing her emails, like, it immediately goes into other, like, man, this new one is so badass. Like, if we could...
So, wait, let's just establish, AJ, are you trying to say that you've been in the studio and that's what's going on with you?
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like, for the last... I woke up this
You've
morning.
been in the mix studio? Did you see my recent remixes? You like all my stuff? I like your stuff.
Hell yeah. No, I like your, the war on, Welcome to the War.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, I think Bo might want to join us, but AJ, why don't you set it off talking about what we just watched tonight and, like, what were some of the highlights that you saw tonight on when basically the government reform House and the House Oversight Committee was grilling Koskinen on what he knew and when, and Lois Lerner's missing emails, and IRS obstruction of justice, and also this whole case dates back to trying to get to the bottom of the government targeting individuals and tax-exempt status in the department where Lois Lerner worked. And AJ, what can you tell us about what you saw tonight?
Well, to begin with, this entire investigation that's going on and the commissioner's responses to, like, everything reminds me a whole lot about the in the movie The Dark Knight, when the police commissioner Gordon is talking to, future Robin in that movie. That, like, okay, so future Robin's up on the roof with Commissioner Gordon, and Commissioner Gordon and Robin are talking about, well, then, who is Batman? And the commissioner says, I don't want to know who Batman is. That doesn't matter. And he says, well, what about the malfunction? What about this light that produces a bat signal out in the sky? And the commissioner's like, well, if you got a problem with maintenance, you got to take that up with maintenance. That's pretty much the same dialect or same etiquette type that was used during this entire investigation. And to extend on that,
to divert it to maintenance, and were all the Democrats blaming it on the IRS's budget, like their computers were crashing, and that was just because they couldn't afford to switch over to the new $30 or $30 million budget, and but then the committee brings up that they wasted a bunch of money on a bunch of, like, Star Trek videos and a bunch of BS, and it's like, Commissioner, don't you think that money would have been better spent elsewhere? But he's like, hey, I've only been here 5 months. It's my job to follow the parade with a broom and a dustpan. I think one of the people said, one of the committee members said something similar to that.
Yeah.
Early on. Well, what did you get from it? Who did you like the best? I mean, was there someone on there that really fucking got you going? We were both saying, oh shit, Trey Gowdy, motherfucking Trey Gowdy, here it comes.
Motherfucking Trey Gowdy, that's right where I was going, man.
Did Gowdy kill it tonight? What do you got? What do you think? And also, I have the questions and answers open. Let's see if I have any Q&A. Gowdy killed it tonight. Anybody, if you have any questions, we're talking about, we just watched the House Oversight Committee interviewing and questioning the Honorable John Koskinen, Commissioner of the IRS, Internal Revenue Service. They want you to have all your documents, but yet they'll just lose theirs. And the dog ate their homework and their hard drives crashed. But
if you did lose your
but that's only because wait, that's only because they had a $2 billion budget or a $1.6 billion, or it's been scaled back in the last 4 years. If you didn't hear Foreskin say that, now their budget is scaled back, and they're trying to switch from Windows XP to Windows 7 on their PCs.
Right, I forgot what I did. But if in that entire trade-off, even if you're an American taxpayer, and if you can't provide the information that they want, they're willing to work with you in providing other types of information that could relate to the same thing.
Do you yield your time? Do you yield your time to say
No,
that?
sir. No, actually, no. I control my time.
I'd like to speak
I control my time. This is my time.
You control the time? Okay, I yield my time to the gentleman from Kentucky.
Hey!
You may speak, sir.
Okay, so
let's say let's play a little game though. We just got done watching this and there was like Democrats, Republicans. They're like, maybe my friends are the gentlemen on the other side of the aisle and over there on the other side because they're Republicans, I'm Democrat, or they're Democrats and I'm a Republican. Like it all like they all seem to have their own approach. But some of them came at it like, I'm a doctor or I'm a lawyer, or like Trey Gowdy, he's like, I'm a special crimes fucking prosecutor and I'll come at your ass with like the law.
and
right?
I graduated from MIT. So.
That one guy, he's like, you realize the probability is like 1 in a million that one or more hard drives crashed within the 10 days of when we said, can we get this information, and the shit actually crashed. And if you're telling me it's more than 2, then the probability goes up 1 million. And Koskinen's like, oh yeah, I know a little bit about probabilities. And then that guy was like, well, I fucking went to MIT for that shit.
And he said, Koskinen said, well, we must have took a different class. And the MIT dude was saying, yeah,
like, we take a different class. Yeah, it must have been. Because that was an A class, and I can tell you it's a like 1 in a million chance that fucking hard drive decided to crash on that fucking day. No, but there was a lot of people there was a lot of representatives that were really grilling, really going after, and gentlemen and gentleladies that were really grilling Koskinen. But then there were others that were coming to his defense in a way, and they're like, oh, we honor you and love you in a oh, what was his name?
Cummings.
Oh, Cummings wanted. Cummings was like, I love you.
I'm so sorry. I'm on this committee.
I love Barack Obama, and I'm about to start crying. And I just want to say, the Honorable Koskinen, Mr. Foreskin, I love you.
I'm so sorry this committee's doing this to you.
I just want to take you and put you on my breast and let you suckle and nestle you and just wrap up with you and spoon you a little bit, you know? Yeah, that's another thing too, because like when we were going live, we're going live now, excuse me, and the questions and answers is open. But when I say when we were going live, because AJ and I were both watching the same thing earlier, and let this just be a recap. Tonight's show, IRS in prime time. AJ, real quick as I go back and search all our comments, how did you feel about this being sort of like on at prime time and like, you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of a spectacle tonight, and even some of the early on, some of the representatives were were saying, like, what is this circus with all the cameras and the video presentation and, like, and you called this in, like, 48 hours before Camp has his investigation. It's like maybe Mr. Issa is, like, trying to, like, do some kind of political maneuvering, or, I mean, is that what it's about?
Yeah, I definitely agree that it's some type of political movement, because giving free information to the people is certainly not something that should just be done regularly.
So when it comes on at prime time, like tonight, I could have, like, I got this Redbox movie with Kevin Costner. I didn't watch it. I watched this other thing instead. I clicked on a link. It said it was going live. I tuned in just in time for, like, the beginning of it. They're like, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And I was like, oh, this should be good. Then I watched, like, 2 hours of it. Let me go to some of our commentary real quick, AJ. What do you say?
Yeah, let me just take a break real quick while you fill it in.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll mute my mic and put it on speaker.
All right, everybody, make sure you check out AJ Twynham, Illuminati on Facebook, Spoken Do Good, his YouTube channel, and also he told me the other night that he just started a new Twitter account, Outlaw to Gravity. I said that's why I can't go on Twitter, because AJ, your posts will be like every post I see, because you're very prolific and you dominate any internet place that you go to. And AJ, I'm sorry you just left. I was wondering the last time that your hard drive crashed. Anyways, let's take a look at DLAKE's screen share and get into AJ and I were talking about earlier. So, live during the broadcast, here, let me turn this down. Live during the broadcast that I was watching earlier that I sent AJ the link to, that's how we were corresponding on it. I mean, I don't know. It's like you guys are both watching the same TV show and you're talking about it on the phone with Facebook. It's kind of funny, but it's like, I like Mr. Lynch. I thought that guy was pretty badass, dude. I liked his line of questioning. I like all these guys, like you like a lawyer character on a TV drama, or like the best doctor, or like the guy that just kicks ass at his job. Those are the people that I like. I'm all, Mr. Connolly is a shill looking for a larger IRS budget, LOL. Whoa, Miss Spiar, LOL. Yeah, that lady was crazy. She's like, ah! And then I'm like, all the Dems look for more money for the IRS budget. And it was funny, like, the people that, they were trying to talk shit on Issa, and he was shutting them down because he was the chair. And then I'm all, Mr. Chavez! And then I'm all, oh no, Mr. Horsford, Obama's wet dream, doing his best Cuba Gooding impression here, and then he blames Cincinnati. See, there's this talking point that everything that Congress is investigating is just two rogue IRS agents that decided to start targeting, I don't know, the Tea Party, conservatives, running keywords like Patriot and other stuff. Then AJ starts chiming in about 2 hours ago. He says, OMG, you're so right. He's bending that dude over. You read the newspaper? Oh, yeah, when he said that part? Who said that? That was Dr. Gosar.
Yeah.
Did you like that part, AJ? AJ, just go ahead with some of your highlights, buddy.
He said, he asked if the commissioner was aware of this or that, and the commissioner said no. And then the doctor said, "Well, do you read the newspaper?" And there were many parts in this entire investigative committee that they were entering news articles into evidence, right? I mean, yeah, like, do you read the Wall Street Journal? Like, do you read at all? I mean, and it even go further into that.
Cracking me up.
To go further into that was like Trey Gowdy was like, can you investigate them? I mean, if you don't know what this investigation implies, how can you say that you are investigating them if you don't know the statutes of what they should be investigated from? And And he's like, well, I'm not going. Gowdy was like, I'm not going from your, suspicion. I'm going from the law. So if you can, if you could do that, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, you're watching it, and then I said, Dr. Jarlius. That guy was pretty good. You're like, yeah, this dude's from Tennessee. And then I'm happy I took this break from the revision of the compilation. Oh, so you're like, yeah, you were busy in the studio, but I sent you the link and you started watching it, and now you're excited. And then all of a sudden, Trey Gowdy came on. You're like, fucking Gowdy! I'm like,
fucking Gowdy!
Hell yeah, Gowdy! Whoa! And then he was like doing all this lawyer talk. He's like, what about the criminal? And then you're like, oh shit! And he's like, here. And you're like, here it comes. And then you're like, damn! And then, oh yeah, he's like, you have no idea.
You don't know. You don't even know. You don't know the statute. You don't even know. How can you be investigating them if you don't even know the statute? Oh my God.
Do you think it's already on YouTube? Do you think we could find it?
Oh man, look that shit up on your screen share.
Koskinen with Gowdy on Google right now. Oh, he goes off on him 1 hour ago.
Oh, it's the Blaze, dude. They've got that shit on lock.
All right, let's see if they have a video. Because we were both going off like, here, back to my Facebook. We're like, damn, and he's like, what about he's all 18282, what? And I'm like, what? He's like 18282. Like he was like citing, he's like, what about 18222? Like he was going off, he's like, you have no idea. And we were both like, oh shit, damn.
Yeah, like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, you're like, I need to make a whole new YouTube video now. Alright. Alright, so do we have any video?
Oh fuck, there it is, man. There it is. Gowdy, motherfucking Gowdy.
Okay, this just happened 2 hours ago, according to my Facebook.
Oh, you don't have any idea.
And AJ.
Yeah, man.
AJ, buddy, this is for the record, right? So we have this on record.
We do, dude.
So YouTube and Google and the NSA, they can't lose this video because we might need this one day as some kind of evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You have no idea, man. You don't have any idea.
What if my hard drive crashes, AJ?
Then you're going to be found guilty, man. That's all there is.
Okay, here we go. You have no idea. That's what you were saying on my face. Look. 2 hours ago on my Facebook, AJ says, you have no idea. And the video just comes out on the Blaze. It's titled, You Don't Have Any Idea. Trey Gowdy. Pillories? That's
I don't know.
word. IRS head over missing emails.
Drill.
Kicked his ass. We don't need fancy words for that. Let's watch it.
Yay, a commercial.
Yeah, I gotta get past this commercial real quick.
It's all good.
All right, AJ, fill it in.
Gowdy is about to blow your guys' minds. Like, you don't even know. You don't even know. Here it comes.
Okay, here we go.
For our fellow citizens, what the phrase spoliation of evidence means.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, we'll help you with it. Okay, spoliation of evidence is when a party.
This is like 5 minutes. This is like full coverage.
There's a negative inference that the jury can draw from their failure to preserve the evidence. You with me? If you destroy documents, the jury can infer that
you guys with me here?
Weren't going to be good for you. If you fail to keep documents, the jury can infer that those documents were not going to be good for you.
Okay.
You've heard the phrase spoliation of evidence, haven't you?
I can't recall ever hearing it.
It's administrative hearings, civil hearings, criminal hearings.
I practiced law once 45 years ago, gave it up for Lent 1 year, never went back.
All right. Well, let me tell you what you would have found if you had stuck with it.
Oh!
Dude, oh yeah. No, he gave it up for religious purposes, by the way.
If you stuck with it, here's what you would know.
Their failure to preserve the evidence. It's common sense, right? If you destroyed something, the jury has a right to infer that whatever you destroyed would not have been good for you. Or else every litigant would destroy whatever evidence was detrimental to them. Agreed?
I'm not sure. I think if you destroy the evidence,
I'm not sure.
if you could prove it, it wouldn't be a good thing for your defense.
Well, no, it's worse than that. The jury can draw, and they're instructed, they can draw a negative inference.
All right.
And that's true if a taxpayer is being sued by the IRS administratively, civilly, or prosecuted criminally, and they fail to keep documents, the jury can draw a negative inference from the fact that they didn't keep receipts or emails or documents.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's true and applies to a taxpayer, it ought to apply to the IRS as well. Agreed?
Is this a trial? Is this a jury? Is that what you're...
I said administrative, civil, or criminal. If you want to go down that road, I'm happy to go down it with you, Commissioner. In fact,
I'll go down that road with you.
You have already said multiple times today that there was no evidence that you found of any criminal wrongdoing. I want you to tell you. And how can you possibly tell our fellow citizens that there's no criminal wrongdoing if you don't even to look at?
And I've seen no evidence that anyone consciously...
Well, how would you know what elements of the crime exist?
AJ, how would you know?
What statutes are at play? I'm going to ask you again. What statutes have you evaluated?
I think you can rely on common sense that nothing I have seen...
Common sense. Instead of the criminal code, you want to rely on common sense. No, you can shake your head all you want to, Commissioner. You have said today that there's no evidence of criminal wrongdoing. And I'm asking you what criminal statutes you have reviewed to reach that conclusion.
I reviewed no criminal statute.
All right, so you don't have any idea whether there's any criminal conduct or not because you don't know the elements of the offense.
I've seen no evidence of wrongdoing.
Oh, well, that's very different than no evidence of criminal misconduct.
It seems to me if you haven't done wrongdoing, it'd be pretty hard to argue that you've had some criminal violation if you didn't.
Well, what did Lois Lerner mean when she said perhaps the FEC will save the day?
I have no idea
what did she say? What did she mean when she said we need a project, but we need to be careful that it doesn't appear to be per se political? You don't think that's a potential?
Oh yeah. Every time Koskinen, every time Lois Lerner is brought up in his opinion of her, every time that happens, he throws her under the bus. At the beginning, he's like, I have no idea. I cannot read her mind. I have no idea if she beats her dog or beats her children.
Violation of 18242.
Oh, 18242? What? Welcome everybody to the show, Bo.
Thank you.
Hey, wait, let me turn this down. Hey, Bo, how's it going?
How about you?
Good, dude. Hey, this clip just came out. We just watched this earlier. The House Oversight Committee with Koskinen, the IRS commissioner. And this is Trey Gowdy grilling him. We're going to get back to it.
Be careful that it doesn't appear to be per se political. You don't think that's a potential violation of 18242?
18242?
I have no idea if it...
Because you haven't looked at 18242, and you don't have any
idea.
Look
at 18242.
You don't have any idea whether there's any criminal wrongdoing.
You know shit.
Or not.
With regard to the
blah, blah, blah.
of Lois Lerner emails, I have seen no evidence of wrongdoing.
Really?
Well, if there were, that would be a separate criminal offense.
What else went on with Lois Lerner, I said in the past...
So what you're saying is you don't have any idea whether she engaged in criminal wrongdoing. You're just saying that you did not engage in any with respect to the email.
I haven't seen any wrongdoing with regard to the production of Lois Lerner emails.
But you are not saying there was no criminal wrongdoing with respect to the conservative groups. I want to be very clear. You're not saying that.
I've made no judgments.
So you disagree with the president when he says there's not a smidgen of corruption?
There are people who are making judgments both sides about whether they're...
You know what? I'm not one of those. I'm just simply saying we will never know because you didn't keep the evidence. The evidence was spoliated. And whether it's negligent, whether it's intentional, whether it's reckless, we still don't have the evidence, Commissioner.
Well, you have the evidence that there is no emails.
AJ, I mean, is this blistering or what?
This is, oh my God, like he takes it in so many different ways right now. Like Gowdy, there
was a lot of people questioning Koskinen, but did you think this was like one of those?
This was better than I don't believe you. This is better. This is like okay, well, it's not that I don't believe you, but you're going to disagree with Obama and saying that.
In the early beginning, a lot of all the liberal Democrats were they were talking shit about Paul Ryan without saying his name, but I think some of the conservatives, especially former prosecutors like Mr. Gowdy right here, I thought they really brought the heat onto the IRS commissioner, and I really appreciated this. Bo, hey, we just got like a minute left of this. Stay with us, man.
From the White House, you have all of the Treasury emails. So the basic premise that this was an argument and a conspiracy driven by the White House does not.
No, sir, you're wrong about that. You're wrong about that. That you're repeating a talking point from our colleagues on the other side that we're obsessed with the White House. It was Jay Carney who perpetuated the myth that it was 2 rogue agents in Ohio. It wasn't any of us. Was that accurate? Was that first initial line of defense that this is just 2 rogue agents?
Yeah, where they get that information out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
No.
All right, so that wasn't accurate. That came from the White House.
Oh.
Who said there's not a smidgen of corruption? Who said that, Commissioner?
My understanding is that was the president.
Or it was the president. So that's Jay Carney and the president both inserting themselves into the IRS scandal.
Boom!
Don't blame us for bringing the White House into it.
I haven't blamed you at all.
You just did, Commissioner. You just did.
You just did.
Good argument. All I said was the White House.
I yield my time.
Lois Lerner.
Time's up.
Treasury has given you all of their emails. So to the extent that the argument was that Lois Lerner was conspiring and emailing back and forth, thus far I haven't seen any.
You can be engaged in a conspiracy that doesn't include the White House.
Gentlemen.
Ooh, that's true. People get prosecuted for that every day. Prosecuted for conspiracy doesn't involve the White House. What would be great is the day that comes where people are prosecuted every day for conspiracies that do involve the White House. Hello, how's it going?
Good. No,
Hell yeah, man.
that was very funny. Well, Libby just struck by emails. Oh wait, they don't exist.
What happened to all your emails? Did your hard drive crash?
Yeah, they all just vanished. 6 months of emails just randomly vanished.
The dog ate your homework? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Are you trying to tell me that you could run your personal life and be good at being within your job specifications and everything, and you can't keep 6 months worth of emails?
Somebody smashed that floppy disk.
Hell yeah.
I hate when that happens.
This entire situation is so bad. Like, I mean, what I was getting at when I first started this, man, is he's taking it like he's Commissioner Gordon, man. Like, I don't know. Take it up with maintenance. Like, why are you asking me? It's because you're the fucking commissioner.
Right.
You should know everything. Why did our people talk to the Treasury? Or why did your people talk to the Treasury to talk to the White House? Who are they? Where did they come from? I don't know. Why don't you know? Why didn't you tell them not to talk to anybody? Like, this entire thing.
And AJ, how did you like Mr. Farenthold? Is that the guy from Kentucky?
Was that the doctor, or was that
Mr.
the MIT dude? That was the MIT dude.
Was it?
I think no. That was
no. You said Mr. IRS fucking Farenthold, and then you said $21 million in savings, and it's more green. Oh yeah, he was the one that was talking about the printouts and saving all the money.
Yeah,
what?
he said you don't have to. Why would you spend so much money on printer cartridges, on printers, on maintenance, and not, put it towards
like he was trying to fix the budget for the IRS right there, right? And you're like, Kentucky better fucking represent. And I'm all Farenthold did good. Like, he did pretty good. I remember that. Gowdy's the one that's getting Gowdy's already on the blaze. Farenthold's not already on the blaze.
Yeah, Gowdy, man. As soon as Gowdy came on, we both already knew.
We were all like, "What's up?
This is gonna be some motherfucking."
I know. I said everything after Gowdy's a little bit boring, and then Mr. Massey is good with the probabilities. Oh, that was the MIT guy.
That was the dude.
And Mr. Collins, I think he was from Georgia. With his son has a big imagination.
Oh yeah, he turned. I love how he turned that. My son has a big imagination, and and that's what I like about my son from the most part. But there's sometimes that I have to go to my son and tell him that, son, your imagination. your imagination can come with a big, trailer of horse crap. Like
the trailer of crap is getting too big with all this imagination. Bo, have you ever experienced that the trailer of crap gets too big with too much imagination?
It is a shit ton of imagination.
Imagination. Bo, I'm taking it. I'm sort of taking sensing that you didn't watch this broadcast earlier.
No, actually, I didn't watch the broadcast. I mean, I've watched the previous broadcast. Everybody see.
No, I'm saying it was the AJ and I both watched the House Oversight Committee grilling IRS Commissioner Koskinen, testifying on behalf as the leader of the IRS or commissioner.
Yeah, he's definitely not a leader.
And
he's never even met this person that lost their emails. Like, that's not a leader.
Well, Bo, are you familiar with Lois Lerner losing all her emails?
Yeah, exactly.
Losing like 6 months worth or something like that from a hard drive crash?
Yeah, of course. I mean, why don't they have her talking instead of this guy? This guy's just taking.
No. Well, because she already pled the fifth.
Yeah, I'm gone. And then this old dude's like, hey, dude. And everybody's yelling at him. Ryan's yelling at him. Of course, you guys all watched that one. What was that, last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a little bit toned down, but then, what's the guy's name? Gowdy? No, not Gowdy.
Oh, when Paul Ryan's like, I don't believe you? That was tight.
I don't believe you.
Did you see did you see AJ's awesome remix there, Bo?
Well, hold on, man. Don't even go into that just yet. Like, I want to see if I can show you guys like my little the better version of that. Like it. Oh man, what you liked about that one is turned into like the entire video of this next one. Like, I mean, that's just something I threw together last night. Like, it wasn't even. I was just like, man, I need to do something. I'm tired of sitting here playing video games. I'm gonna make some.
AJ, that sounds great and all. You need to work on that, and let's see some finished product. Here, let me show you how to do it real quick. Here, AJ. DLAKE presents Lois Lerner pleads the fifth.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Would you please turn the mic on? Lerner, why would you say Tea Party cases were very dangerous?
I plead the fifth.
Ms. Lerner, why were you worried about this being perceived as a political project?
I plead the fifth.
Why did you order Tea Party cases to undergo a multi-tier review?
I plead the fifth.
Ms. Lerner, in February of 2014, President Obama stated that there was not a smidgen of corruption in the IRS target. Ms. Lerner, do you believe that there is not a smidgen of corruption in the IRS targeting of conservatives?
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen, seeking the truth is the obligation of this committee. Ms. Lerner, why would you say?
Okay.
If she pled the fifth so hard, why did she even turn her microphone on to begin with? Is what I'm wondering. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Turn it off for a second.
Do what? Oh, I guess he said he's turning off for a second. But Bo, so you seen the one on Friday, right?
Yeah, I saw the Ryan one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm making an entire freaking remix thing out of it. DLAKE showed a piece of what I mean, he showed the first version of it, and like it's just something that I threw together in like 6 hours last night, and I went back through it today and just like kind of like redid the whole thing, like put a bunch of different spots in another spot and remix it in a whole nother way. Like it's this is unbelievable. Let's.
Are you trying to bring it? Are you trying to bring it? Are you gonna bring it?
Do you want me to bring it?
I plead the fifth.
Oh yeah. Why did she even plead the fifth if she turned her microphone on? That's not pleading the fifth. That's just saying that you're pleading the fifth. Why even say that you're pleading the fifth? Why not just be quiet?
Right, and a few representatives tonight were saying like she pled the fifth wrong. Like the way she did it was wrong. I'm not a lawyer, but they were making that point. And it's even like when Trey Gowdy starts going at the commissioner, like, I don't know, like I said, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know all the legalese, but when he starts grilling him, and to me it sounds like awesome lawyer talk, I'm like, get him, get him, get him. Oh, we got criminality? Oh, there was criminality? And even some of the more like lackadaisical representatives were like, I really don't like how this is being portrayed in the media, and it really seems like you guys are trying to get away with stuff, and you do understand that the American people don't really like the idea that they have to keep 7 records, and they fear you guys, the IRS, and that you guys send chills up the spines of my constituents, but I have to bring out and recognize the fact that you want us to keep all these records, and then you go lose all these records, and it just doesn't sound cool and appropriate. And then all your liberal Democrat cronies and buddies over here, all these fucking douchebags that try to interrupt the chairman and all this other stuff, or try to say that they don't like the way that Republicans talk, or some of these other people might talk and speak. They have to say that Mr. Chairman, Mr. Commissioner Koskinen, Mr. Foreskin, would you agree that the real problem here is that Lois Lerner's hard drive crashed, not because of any targeting of conservatives or patriots or anything like that, but because you just don't simply have enough money to run the fucking IRS effectively? Bo, don't you think it would be better for us to spend $1 million to put together an amazing video that includes Star Trek than to say, like, back up our computer hard drives or anything like that?
No, we should just buy a whole bunch of those little printer ink cartridges and just keep on, you know, with the little needle thing, fill it back up.
Yeah, but then we have to cut down trees and protest warehouse or in other places, and, you know, costs a lot of money. When the stuff could be floating in the cloud. That one representative was even like, Mr. Foreskin, how would you feel about all the information being in the cloud? And he's like, well, that's a security risk. But no one said, do you think it's a security risk to let 100,000 illegal immigrants into the United States? No one. Well, he's the IRS commissioner. No one said, do you think that when all those illegal immigrants become citizens, then you could then tax them? But one guy said, how would you feel about a flat tax and this and that? And he's like, we're working towards it. And in that instance, I kind of thought Koskinen sounded pretty good.
Well, a thing happened in, I think, the early to mid 80s. A whole bunch of Cuban immigrants showed up on the shores of Florida, and they all just got citizenship and stuff like that. I mean, it's similar to what's happening now.
Bo, what else have you seen in the news recently? Let's get to that before we wrap it up. Bo, what do you got new? Give me something new, fresh, and exciting.
I don't have right now. No, I don't have anything. How about yourself, DLAKE? I know you're all.
I got something. Well, you can look up something, DLAKE.
Did you hear that Han Solo got hurt? No.
No, for real, I got something. It's from Ben Swan.
What do you got?
I'll screen share it real quick. You gotta promise me though that we'll play that first part of that video I just made on YouTube.
All right.
All right.
I don't know if I can promise that, AJ.
Oh, well then I'm not doing this.
Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if you can properly screen share first.
Okay, well, 1, screw you, okay, and 2, yes, I know how to properly screen share. It's just that there's some applications that have some problem with me screen sharing, and and it takes a minute for you to get it on your end. So this dude right here, Iranian president, blames Obama for ISIS terrorists. Mind you, this is just really hilarious to me. Is anybody, if anybody within the sound of this broadcast has ever watched Archer, the organization that Archer, the world's most dangerous man, the world's most dangerous clown, works for, is ISIS, and it's just hilarious to see that ISIS are our most, regarded terrorists right now. But anyway, he is saying that he.
Wait, did you see that link I posted today that now ISIS is selling T-shirts?
No way.
Hoodies. Yeah.
I thought. Oh, I'm sorry. I seen that.
I know you want one that says Mujahideen and Taliban and United We Stand.
Yeah. The fact that terrorist groups in this region were supported by Western countries is as clear as light, Radani said. There's no room for doubt about this. This brings me back to Bill Hicks talking way back then, like on stage, and he said, aren't you tired of selling people guns or weapons, and then we have to go and confiscate those weapons? Like, I'm just a little sheep herder, and my wife likes gunning. I buy gunning for her all the time. I don't even know what that stuff is. Like, what do you want from me? The dude throws the gun on the ground, and he's like, pick up the gun. And the dude's like, I don't want to. Why do you make me pick up the gun? Pick up the gun. And the guy leans down to pick up the gun, and it's and then the Western dude's like, y'all seen him? He had a gun. like, we are literally supporting our war.
Right.
Yeah, we're supporting our war in many other ways than just this, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm friends. I was in the military for 4 years, and I'm friends with people that have PTSD and were combat medics and served outside of the wire. I was a fobbit. Like, I didn't do anything but fix helicopters and shit. But these dudes that we were fighting against, okay, were allowed to come in during the night, while we weren't fighting, to come in and get food and to scrap and to take all of our trash for us. And then we turned around the next day, and we had and we were at war with them. So we keep our war going, and that's just something that I'd like to say. But anyway,
DLAKE, what about the article about the the judge that sentenced Saddam Hussein to death being killed? Was that confirmed or denied?
I saw that today. I didn't have time and opportunity to jump into that, man. Yeah, it was like the guy that sentenced Saddam Hussein, his execution was executed by ISIS.
Yeah. But the only sources that were that they had were Facebook and Wikipedia said his death, I think, was...
Is it turning into whatever ISIS says? Is that the newest news? Like, we get all our information now from ISIS. Like, they tell us what the news is going to be, or?
For the most part, I mean, they aren't denying it, so I guess they're putting it forward that it actually happened. I don't know if that article's been updated or not.
I know reporters in Qatar. Still can't find those 5 Taliban guys that are supposedly living in the lap of luxury after their release. But I'm sure it's much better than Guantanamo Bay, which I just watched a report about Guantanamo last night. It was a National Geographic special that's available on Netflix. But check this out, you guys. A fun new way to get your ass beat. On International Business Time, sport the new ISIS hoodies, the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, or Shami or whatever. Hoodies and T-shirts for sale online as Islamist brand goes global. Check this out. Hey, the new Expendables. No, I'm sorry, it's the Mujahideen around the world. United we stand, the Mujahideen, ready to kick ass with guns in a Hollywood.
Oh my God, dude! United we stand. That's like saying that. That's
ISIS.
like, oh my.
ISIS, Islamic State of Iraq and Sham, with Arabic writing here. You'll notice it looks like a white guy wearing the shirt, right? You also notice right here that his head is cut off. Scrolling down the page, you can get a Islamic jihadi terrorist bobblehead. Notice they always wear masks, have AK-47s or other guns, and carry the black flag of Al-Qaeda. Taliban t-shirts now available on sale in different sizes, so fucking great.
I wonder if they have knockoff ones.
Yeah.
Like
if they'll start showing up at the swap meet in San Diego, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Is that me? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
Hey guys, what do you say? I think it's been a pretty goddamn good show. Recapping the earlier House Oversight Committee's interrogation, grilling, and questioning, and trying to find the answers from the Honorable John Koskinen, Mr. Foreskin of the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. Thanks, Bo, for jumping in tonight.
Jumping out?
Yeah, jumping in and out. All right, AJ, thanks for jumping in with me and hanging out for the whole time. See, you notice Bo, he's like one of those liberal Democrats that after they spoke, they just left. Round for round two with Koskinen, like Mr. Jordan did, and Mr. Hodds Ford, he stuck around. Mr. Issa had to stick around, he was the chair. Trey Gowdy didn't stick around for round two. Mr. Gowdy wasn't there for round two, but I appreciated his round one. And I appreciated having AJ on the show. I'm DLAKE for PREZ, themediaspeaks.com. Please, everybody, subscribe to this channel and check out the Saturday show every Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific, and that'd be like 2 o'clock Eastern. AJ, where you're at in Kentucky, what time is the Saturday show, 2?
Well, if it's 11 on your time, then yeah, it's 2 o'clock my time.
Yeah, you're 3 hours ahead.
Yeah, I'm 2 hours if you're central.
All right, bud. Thanks for being on the show.
No
tell
problem.
everybody where they can find you real quick, AJ. I know you got a lot going on the internet.
The AJ Illuminerdy, not Illuminati, but Illuminerdy. Twinem on Facebook, and Spoken Dogood is a Facebook page. Spoken Dogood or S Dogood on YouTube, and Outlaw to Gravity on Twitter. I'm working on that because I like my own satire.
All right, so many names in various places, but I'm sure those fans of yours they know exactly where to find you. I know where to find you, and have you on a special edition show after we watch tonight's live news. Basically, we're just covering the live news. I mean, if you're into news and you're into watching Congress, I mean, they have the lowest approval rating, but when they bring the commissioner of the IRS out and trot him out at prime time, that's why this show is called IRS in prime time, because it basically came out like prime time news, like it was like tonight's frickin'
deal. You know, it was the whole deal.
On Christmas they run a Christmas special, and tonight they run us. It's on all the news networks, and everyone's trying to watch it. I would assume. Well, we watched it live on the internet, but then they're just going to pick apart the parts that they want to show, just like the Blaze already did. We illustrated that. AJ's working on remixes. DLAKE, I'll be working on some more stuff and bringing to you more live action shows like we did tonight. Thanks, everyone, for joining us, and have a great night.
Peace out.
AJ Twine, DLAKE for PREZ. MediaSpeaks.com.